Hello, I'm Carrie Cordy. It is Sunday, May 29th, Memorial Day. Monday, God. So today is my first day off from my first full week of work since January 29th when I broke my hand on the job and had surgery the same day. So it's been a good week. I really, really love being back on the job. Um, my back on the right side, little unexpected, it hurts on the upper back, and it's most likely because of the inactivity for so long, and I need to work through it. It's a little bit difficult because of certain aspects of the job, but it's shrimp season. Oh, by the way, I found that picture. The frame broke, and so I just put it up in the window of my trailer. I took that. That's one of the photographs. No, that's not one of the one that's published. I have like 5, I think, that's been published. That was in, I think it was in the summer edition of Conifer Quarterly, 2015. It was wildlife photography. Anyway. My legal name change has come through. I recently got my new ID and social security card in the mail. So it is now, this is my legal name, and my gender has been legally changed. I will not answer questions as to what that takes. Nobody else's business. So it's shrimp season. And I worked the end of last year's shrimp season, and so coming back, you could say I'm kind of like a veteran. And the one thing you don't want known is that you are like squeamish at little things, or something coming down the line is like, because you're gonna get a fish or an eel thrown at you. Like these water snakes, and there's octopus that comes through, and fish and shit. And so one of the other girls that's been there for years has family all throughout the whole building. And she's at the very end of the line, and I'm at the top with this other lady, and there's this just huge snake that comes through. It's like, oh, a foot long, which is about the biggest that you'll ever see come through where we're at. And everything's clean, it's going nice and quiet, and she's down there on the transfer belt, and so she's at a 90-degree angle while we're working, and her head's down, and there's like a belt that's covered with everything that she's right by, and so the lady at the top of the line, she grabs this little snake, and she just kind of chucks it, and it just lands perfectly at the top of that belt, just right here in her vision, and she just screams and jumps back, and she's seen all this shit on the line, and so it was just that perfect moment. Everybody will get something thrown at them. It's not hard. It's just, light toss. So it's gonna, land by you kind of thing. And it's just really, really funny is that people try to get me all the time is because when I get into the job, I just work, put my head down, and I just pretty much ignore everything around me. Oh, and it just made my day. My back was hurting. It's getting towards the end, and it was like right before that last break, and you don't know what time it is, and so it gets to a point. It's like when you hear the tops of the shrimp ovens being wrenched up, so it's a ching 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 ching, and that's when break is going to be there. So you just have to wait for the rest of the shrimp through the line, finish picking it, and then you go and you da 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 da. But I love shit like that with the job, and it's not the world's greatest job, and it's long hours and high physical labor, but the good thing about shrimp season that's different from crab season is I get guaranteed days off. So Monday and Tuesday I get to get my shit taken care of, and it's during the week when I can take care of shit. You don't get that fucking stuff that's closed all the time on the weekends. My cigarette went out. That's a good sign. I don't want to be smoking as much as I have been. I'm still working on getting up a film crew and all that, so we'll see how it goes. Like all this kind of stuff for me, when I'm ready to go on something, it's really difficult for me to wait for others, but I have to have help. That was another huge obstacle in my life, was learning how to ask for help, but I can't do it all, and and quit drinking helped with that. And I couldn't have stayed sober without AA and just that support group. Not feeling like you're alone is important. So like my trans friends and that kind of stuff. And then when I go to a group in AA, it's I really need to get out of myself sometimes, which is why having really good friends makes a huge difference. People that speak up for you when you're not around, but will also tell you to your face when you need to hear something difficult. And when they do that, they're ultimately telling you that I trust you enough that you can handle this. I'm gonna show you something that's difficult. And that shit's scary. And that can be related, that same attitude and experience can be related to so many other avenues in life. But doing what's hard, and being honest, and just saying here is the way it is, how I see it, and I'm and just dealing with the outcome of the previous possibility. The possibilities can go everywhere, and I found that what usually happens is everything that I haven't thought of. And I'm talking that in the way of when I'm worrying about something, can't let something go, because I want to define that, because it doesn't mean I don't have just incredible moments of insight that are just anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video. I just wanted to make a few quick points. I want to kind of get in the habit of doing this a little bit more, so